What's different about this between your previous albums?
Well, you know, the last album was all the songs were written while we were before we were signed, while we were just sort of like a deeply struggling band, you know, like hobbyists essentially. And pretty much the only way our band, the only function that our band performed was, you know, playing live, maybe once a month. So all those songs were written just to be played live by three guys, and then, you know, we started getting label interest, and we just recorded those songs that we had. Whereas, you know, this time we sort of, when we sat down, we knew we were recording a record and making a record in the studio. So I think we sort of the thought process was less geared toward just three guys playing in a room kind of thing.
Cool.
So yeah, I think we, you know, and you know, the last record I think was all written to be very exciting live, whereas this time I think we sort of lean toward making a more interesting but nuanced record.
Any future instruments you guys been thinking about putting in?
We'll see. Well, Max, our keyboardist, who we added because there's so much keyboard on the record, is sort of he's one of those guys that is a jack of all trades, and like when we first met him, he had just decided that he was going to learn pedal steel guitar, like a country, like sort of lead country instrument, and now he's pretty proficient on the pedal steel. So when we play acoustic shows, he plays pedal steel on it, and it sounds really cool. So I'd be surprised if there wasn't some appearance of pedal steel on the next record.
That sounds good. So you guys are really well known for your sense of humor. How do you put that into your songs? I know you put that in your last video, Impatience.
Yeah.
With Chris turning into a wolf.
I mean, I think we try not to. I think whatever humor is in the songs is sort of more wry humor than sort of wacky humor, which we tend to maybe go for in videos. Or we're not very big fans of like funny songs. I mean, I think there's room for wit in lyrics and things like that. But we definitely try to not write funny songs.
Are there problems with the music business that you think that there are today? Like, I guess the commercial artists and hip hop and stuff.
I mean, you know, I think, you know, obviously the way music is disseminated is changing pretty quickly and dramatically. And I do think one issue that major labels are having right now is that they're having a freak out because they don't really understand how they fit in a market where music is now, you know, essentially obtainable, you know, in a minute for no cost. And I do think that Panic is sort of aiding the downfall of the major label.
Panic at the with Panic is just like
I feel like major labels are panicking. And sort of trying to cling to this old model and not really moving on. But I feel like that's part of what's cool about like Astroworks is that they don't really. I think they think of themselves as an indie, but they work through a major label. I think they seem more in tune with you know, the new model of how the music industry might start working than you know, Virgin US was, for example. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, a lot is going to have to change about the way labels operate, and I think some labels more than others are behaving in a manner that seems resistant to a change that's beyond their control. Anyway.
All right. Well, I don't even get it. It's not like a political question, but like the U.S. economy, the whole dollar. How is that affecting? Like, is that affecting the tour or any other? Is that affecting the budget?
I mean, it definitely is affecting this tour that we're on right now. You know, gas is so outrageously high. That is an insane mood. Alright.
That sounds good.
Yeah, they are good. They are good shit. But for us, the fact of the matter is that we do most of our business in the UK and Europe. So, as perverse as it may be, we actually do better the worse the dollar is, because we make all of our money overseas, then we come home, and the money we made is worth more than twice as much.
Yeah.
Which is, it's depressing, but it hasn't been a detriment to our business. I mean, we're not going to make a lot of money on this tour that we're doing now, but we like touring the States, so we're sort of doing this. This definitely isn't a business venture.
Yeah.
When we go to the UK, I mean, it's fun over there, but that's also how we live.
Yeah, I gotcha. And any upcoming projects or anything?
I mean, we're working on some. Chris and I are like working on some other projects that aren't really music related, that may or may not pan out. But yeah, we'll see. The less said about that now, for the better, because who knows if it'll actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's sort of the thing about us, is that we're not in a band because like music is like the thing we need to do. It's just like another thing. Thanks, man.
I'll stick by. I'll check out the show.
Stand by us.
I will. You guys are an awesome band.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
You guys got. I don't want to compare you to other bands because.
Don't do it.
I don't want to.
Don't do it. Where are you going?
To drink something and listen to some music.
I try not to compare others to other bands because I believe each one definitely tries their best to separate themselves as much as possible. And the sound that you guys have created definitely will keep the headphones close to the ear.
That's where we want them, on the ears.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.